Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity report, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now historically, November and December, they have always been considered one of the most action-packed and profitable months of the year for commodity traders, and there's no denying that in today's highly macro-driven markets, they are fueling one of the greatest wealth creation opportunities that we have seen. Now, throughout our reports, we have routinely highlighted that the commodity markets, they will move in very predictable trends. This will present savvy traders with a series of highly lucrative opportunities to capitalize on the huge macro-driven rallies as well as the pullbacks. That has played out with a historic sell-off on gold, the biggest weekly move lower since 2021. Oil prices, as discussed, broke all the way back down towards the swing lows. These moves provided huge opportunities to capitalize over the last week. But make no mistake, this is not a buy and hold market. In these exciting and fast moving markets, they are creating the most optimized environment for traders, or as some of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, are calling it, it is the golden age of trading. So far in 2024, we have seen the commodity markets notching up explosive double-digit gains. For traders making money in these markets, it has never been so straightforward. The week-to-week, short-term, macro-driven trend that we're seeing right now, that can be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, do it all over again. Take this month, for example, following the explosive rally that capitulated gold prices to all new record highs, prices they've now subsequently pulled back after traders have booked a windfall amount of profit into the US elections, ready to now capitalize on the precious metals' next big move. So is the rally over? Has all the money been made? Not by a long shot. Once you take a step back and look at the bigger macro picture, fundamentally nothing has changed. The macroeconomic backdrop for gold, this still remains ultra bullish due to the ever-growing number of factors which are currently unfolding. These include persistent geopolitical risks, with two major wars currently ongoing in Europe and the Middle East. We have growing instability in China's economy, that has forced Beijing to launch its most aggressive economic stimulus package since the 2008 global financial crisis. We continue to see gold purchases from central banks around the world, and more specifically the BRICS nations. They look to be rapidly diversifying away from the greenback to prevent the US from using the dollar as a political weapon. The significance of this cannot be understated, especially since the BRICS nations, they represent 45% of the global population and 34% of the world's GDP measured by purchasing power, making them collectively a force to be reckoned with. Ballooning global debt, uncontrollable government borrowing, which currently sits at a record 315 trillion, that in itself is yet another major catalyst fueling a global rush to gold, making allocation for precious metals in a diversified portfolio an essential necessity. Over in the United States, the Congressional Budget Office, they forecast that US debt to GDP ratio that will exceed 150% by 2034 from 99% at present. Put another way, that will slingshot the nation's debt to the highest level in US history. Perhaps the most bullish catalyst of all, that is, of course, Donald Trump's return to the White House in January of 2025 with his fiery and chaotic brand of America First policies, including higher tariffs, increased government spending, massive tax cuts, and aggressive global trade wars over the next 4 years. Whilst President-elect Donald Trump has made no secret of his intentions in the second term, what remains less clear is how exactly the US is going to pay for the unprecedented mandate without triggering a second wave of inflation. In recent days, a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, they have raised their price forecast with extremely bullish calls for gold prices to top all new record highs as we go into next year. In a note to clients, analysts at Goldman Sachs, they reiterated their view to keep buying gold. This is on expectations that prices will hit new successive record highs into next year, hotlisting the precious metal as their top commodity trader for 2025. That note went on to say the unprecedented escalation of trade tensions that will keep gold demand strong, in addition to rising concerns over US fiscal sustainability that will also drive prices higher. That note concluded by saying that during President Trump's previous 4-year term, US debt spiraled out of control primarily because of tax cuts. US federal debt, It's now up a massive 6.9 trillion since December of 2020, and it's expected to soar by another 14 trillion over the next 4 years during President Trump's second term. All of this suggests one thing: Donald Trump's second term in the White House, that will ultimately reignite global inflation, supercharging demand for the world's favorite precious metal. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear: any substantial pullback should be viewed as a massive buy opportunity. Gold prices, they won't stay low for long. Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, as traders, we're living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever in history. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on the biggest trading event so far this year, and you still want to make the remainder of 2024 your best ever, now is the time to take action. With everything that is currently unfolding on the global macro front, 2024, it is now officially on track to be the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable year in our 15-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we're only in November. To put that another way, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they have already made more money this year than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. What we're seeing right now, it is nothing short of extraordinary. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make the final 45 days of 2024 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster period due to all the current macroeconomic events that are unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, or even 6 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000. If you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we still have another 6 weeks left to go. All of our clients have already been fully briefed, prepared, and ready to make the final 6 weeks of the year their biggest and best yet. If you want to finish 2024 on a high and also set yourself up for a flying start into 2025, now is the time to take action. Go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's go over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we go into a new week. I have to start off with gold. If you haven't watched last week's report, make sure you watch it. This time last week, we talked you through that gold was about to tank. That was on Monday, the report. Since then, gold went on to have the biggest sell-off that it's had in 3 years since 2021. The prices at the time of recording were around $2,665 per ounce. Subsequently, they dropped another 1,000 points lower. In fact, they dropped all the way back down towards the lows here of $2,536 per ounce, which offered an absolutely huge opportunity to build multiple position at that swing low. As you can imagine, at the Gold and Silver Club, we backed up the truck. We've built into multiple trades, even to the point now on Monday where we're starting to already scale out a profit. Our best entry there was at $2,539 per ounce. Gold is breaking out at the moment. On Monday, this move, as discussed with you previously, everyone who had missed the parabolic gains that we've had for gold, where over the last year, gold prices are up more than 40%. However, all of the traders who've missed out on gold's parabolic gains throughout 2024, the first sign of a dip here, they have loaded up. But unfortunately, as mentioned before, that was unlikely to be the low. You are going to see lower prices. Gold would not make it that easy for everybody just to step in after a 1,500 point sell-off from the election to just then take advantage of parabolic gains to the upside again. No, we needed to wait for the larger flush out, which is exactly what we saw. From high to low, gold has dropped over 2,540 points. With our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, we built into multiple positions back at the swing low to the point now where those trades, they're well in profit. We're already starting to scale out, and it's been an immense move in such a short period of time. Again, you have to be aware that the move that we've seen in the last week for gold, it was the biggest sell-off in 3 years, the biggest 1 week sell-off since 2021, all of which we telegraphed to you last week that gold was getting ready to absolutely tank. We talked you through this as well with oil. What happened on oil? Oil broke all the way back down towards the price swing lows here. Oil prices, they broke down to $66 per barrel. We just saw oil get absolutely nuked last week, as we discussed with you. And now we're seeing massive opportunities of breakouts as well on platinum. And now alongside gold, our silver position is moving very nicely here on Monday. 1.4% breakout to the upside. Palladium is slingshotting alongside platinum. So yet again, there have been back-to-back opportunities for you to absolutely crush it just in the last week. And of course, whatever your long-term goal is with your trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and cutting-edge artificial intelligence insights to make confident decisions with accuracy and precision. There is a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis, gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of that bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, artificial intelligence-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, lots of money and effort, and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive, data-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks and the hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds, where they're buying and selling in real time. Further compound this with the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, alongside the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations. Then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we're in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities, build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders, take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below the report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application. We will get in touch ASAP.